G'day ladies and germs, Conor here from C-Dubs Media, back with another video, and today we're doing my full review of the Pamu Slide 2 by Padmate. So without further ado, hit the like button and the subscribe button and let's get stuck into the video. Let's go. Just wait. Got me notes out. I've been reviewing these for about a week, taking notes as I go, and there is a few things I'm really impressed with the Pamu Slide 2. Now, I've been working with Padmate for a little while now, and I gotta say that each time they do, they seem to get a little bit better. But I did notice that for the Pamu Slide 2, a significant increase in not only the build and design, but also the sound and the noise cancelling. I'm really impressed across the board here in a number of areas. Still some room for improvement, but definitely impressed. And one of the things I want to talk about to get straight off the bat is the build and design. Now, these are a bit of a cross between the Pamu Z1s and the Pamu Slide. I got the green color and they also come in black and white. I really like the green color and they do definitely go with my jungle green Galaxy S22. That phone is another story. If you want to see that review, click here. But I like it. The color looks good. It's a metallic sort of finish on the case and on the earbuds. Now the case is particularly nice, and I'll tell you why. On the bottom here, it just looks like a black line there, but it's definitely not just a black line. It's actually an LED light that tells you how much charge you've got left in the case. I think that's a really nice addition, something that I don't have on my Pixel Buds or my Galaxy Buds 2. So that's really nice visual, and it's nice and subtle too. It's not like a really bright, sharp light. It's a nice soft light. As you can see there, that tells me I've got about 60% left in the case, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but it gives you a good indication of where you're at when it comes to battery. Now, another thing with the build and design, you got this nice branding on the front here, USB Type-C charging on the top, and then you do have the slide case. There you go, nice and snappy. I really like that. It's not too flimsy or loose. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart, which I do appreciate because some cases of some of the cheaper manufacturers feel like they're going to fall apart every time you open the case. Now, something that they do say on their website, which I was interested to try out, and it says, never fall out. And so I was very skeptical when I seen the disclosure or the statement made by Padmate that these never fall out. But to my surprise, so far, whilst running, they have not fallen out once on like 5 to 10K runs. Obviously, they're not going to fall out when you're cycling or doing other more gentle exercises, but I find running to be the true test of a pair of headphones. If they're going to stay in while running, they're going to stay in while you do anything. And for me, they have stayed in whilst running on long distances. So I'm happy about that. Now they do come with 4 sizes of ear tips, so you've got to find the right size that fits your ear. They're not too hard to take off and on, just a little bit of fiddling to get the new ear tip size onto the earbud. But once you've got them on, they stay in really well and there's no chance of that ear tip coming off. So I've really enjoyed using them from that point of view. Like, I'm a pretty active dude, I like to get out and about, and these have always stayed in my ear. Now another area for build and design that I'm impressed with, sometimes you get these cheap earbuds and you double tap and you miss the area where you need to tap, and it's really quite fiddly trying to use these touch features on the true wireless earbuds. And I find that with these, it was a nice area where you can tap or single tap, double tap, tap and hold to activate the feature you want. I didn't miss any time while I was running, whether it's just one tap to play or pause, double tap to skip to the next song, or double tap on the other ear to go back a song. I found that it was 100% hit rate for me when using those features. And they're really easy to customize in the app as well. Then if we move over into the sound quality, now I always say that this is subjective because my hearing is bad, your hearing is probably really good. So I'm going to have a different experience to you, and it's going to come down to that personal preference and personal situation with your hearing. Noise cancelling kicks in for these between 20 and 2000 Hertz. That's your typical sort of hum or rumble of a dishwasher or a fridge, or trains, planes, automobiles. That sort of general humming noise is easily cancelled out with the Pamu Slide 2. I was pleasantly surprised when I put them in, turned on noise cancelling, and I could not hear the dishwasher nearly 6 feet behind me. So that was a nice pleasant surprise. Really happy with that. Then you also have pass-through mode, so you can still hear what's going on around you, which I find is probably better for your exercising, so you can hear vehicles and stuff while you're out and about, or other people around you while you're doing your workouts. I think that's important, and it's a safety feature as well. And then you just have your standard mode. Now, Padmate definitely talk about the bass as a feature to these earbuds. And for me, I found that this is definitely the case. I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap, a lot of R&B, so it's all very bassy, and I can easily say that there was no distortion with the earbuds, at least up to 75% volume. Beyond that, I found that they were actually getting too loud and the distortion still wasn't there. They've also done some work on the high end to cater for singing voices, but also for your podcast listeners. You're going to get a nice, pleasant experience while listening to your podcast as well. So, one thing I would like to see though is a warning at 75% volume, just saying that if you go too loud, you're going to damage your hearing. I think that's important. It's not a biggie, but definitely something I did notice. Now, just going back into the touch options, I would prefer a couple of other choices, but I would prefer like a triple tap option as well. I think the more the merrier. Definitely if you're sitting down or using them at work, you might want a bit more flexibility and creativity when it comes to customizing the touch controls. Now let me talk about the specs quickly. This isn't the important part of the review. The important part is that they don't fall out when you're running. They sound really good. Noise cancellation works a treat, and the battery life is pretty funky as well. So, funky in a good way. But there are specs, so let's have a look at them. We have Pamu Slide 2s. They are 5.2 version Bluetooth. They are IPX4 water resistant, so a little bit of a splash here and there is not going to hurt them. We have 10mm drivers inside them. That's pretty good for a small earbud. I like that. They also have in-ear detection, so you just pop them out and it pauses whatever you're listening to. Happy days with that. Now the case is 450 milliamp hour battery, and the earbuds are 45 milliamp hour battery, and each time the buds discharge, that's about 6 hours of battery life. So you're going to get about 10 hours of use total. And with that battery life, they also have wireless charging. So Padmate have really gone to the next level with the Pamu Slide 2. I think they've just kicked it up a gear, not just like a little bit, not just one gear, but maybe 2 or 3 gears. They're really killing it with these, and I think I would easily recommend these to anyone. The sound, the fact that they stay in, they're nice and secure, they don't look bad. They definitely have their own look. They don't look like a Pixel Bud, they don't look like an AirPod, they don't look like a Galaxy Bud. They look like a Pamu Slide 2, which I think is quite good. They're nice and individual and not copying others. So you put them in and straight away you can get a voice saying that they're powering on, and then you get another voice once they've connected to your phone telling you they're connected, which I think is handy. There's nothing worse than going to press play and realizing it's playing through your phone and not your earbuds, so these definitely have that feature added in. Then while your music's playing, just take them out. They stop playing the music or the podcast that you're listening to, put it back in once you finish what you're doing, and they continue on again. Now I did get a couple of little dropouts here and there with the earbuds. It would only last for a couple of seconds and then would reconnect, and sometimes it was just one earbud. Definitely didn't happen with both of them. I'm not saying it's much of a problem, and I think with a couple of firmware updates that'll probably go away. Less Bluetooth problems with these than I get with my Pixel 6 Pro, so that's saying something, but something for improvement. So my 3 areas for improvement would be having more touch features or touch controls, also having a warning in there once the volume goes above 75%. I do think that's important, and an odd Bluetooth disconnection here and there between the earbuds. Overall, I'm going to give them like a 9 out of 10 for the price and the quality. I'm really impressed, and I definitely recommend the Pamu Slide 2. That's it, ladies and germs. Really appreciate you watching my review on the Pamu Slide 2. You're all awesome. Thanks heaps, and I will catch you in the next video. Check ya.